Hello, everybody. I've been talking to a few moms about Christmas pageant over the last few weeks, and the consensus is that a video might help explain some things, especially for those of you who are newer this year. There is going to be a big info pack coming your way that has everything about the pageant in one spot, the stuff that's been communicated and new stuff. But I'm going to kind of walk through that and talk to you about it now. So every year we host a Christmas program in December. And at the Christmas program, there is an art show of all the art classes in the co-op, and all of the music classes participate. And we also give an opportunity for any elective classes that want to participate to perform as well. So this is a Christmas themed one since it's around December. So the Christmas program is going to include presentations by Ballet 1 from South, Ballet 3 from South, Ballet 2 from North, Creative Movement, Dance Class from South, and Beginning Jazz Dance. Please note that Ballet 1 at North is not performing because they just started practices in quarter 2. But hopefully they will stick around and be able to perform for the spring program at the end of the year. So that is part of the Christmas program, the elective classes. The other part is a Christmas pageant, which is a musical play. We use the play If I Had Been Around When Jesus Was Born, and each music class represents a character in the telling of the nativity story. So Pygmies, Aye-Ayes, Ringtails, Bamboo, and Injuries all take music during co-op, and they've been preparing their song for their character. The Sundas and Crowns have been preparing to serve the co-op with either a role in the pageant or a job around the pageant or Christmas program or in the preparation. So we've been working with them since the beginning of the year. Following the Christmas program, there's a reception that you and anybody you invite. There will be desserts to enjoy, and they can walk around and see the art that will be on display, and you could take your art home with you, and we ask that you take your art home with you that night. The Christmas program is on Sunday, December 7th at 5 p.m. at Grace Church in Perrysburg. That's the South Campus. It's a wonderful event to invite family and friends to, and we even have one of our Sunda and Crown student leaders designing a flyer that we'll share with you that you can use as an invite to electronically, or we'll make some copies in case you want to take one and give to somebody to invite them to the event. So, music class roles. North and South Pygmies are all sheep. North and South Bamboo are angels. North and South Aye-Aye and Ringtail classes are all townspeople. North and South Injuries are shepherds. Most of the rehearsals happen during music class. There's only a few outside rehearsals, which kind of like makes them super important. Of course, if you have a conflict that's unavoidable, I understand, but please do your best to be there. The first rehearsal is Friday, November 21st at Grace Church from 1 o'clock to 3 p.m. But this is only for the leads and the leaders, okay? Not every music class student, not the whole co-op. So these are people who have a part in the play or the leaders, the student leaders and the student directors. That list is in the info pack and on the calendar event in the lounge of who needs to be there that day. Then on Tuesday, December 2nd at Grace at 3 o'clock, we have a full co-op pageant dress rehearsal and picture day. So we ask that you arrive in your pageant costumes, and we ask that whoever brings the child, whatever parent, guardian, that they would stay in the room to help with supervision. This will be the day that we take some pictures, but also walk through the whole flow of the pageant and how it works and get everybody used to that. Immediately following that, so that's from 3 to 4:15. At 4:15 to 4:30, Ballet 3 is going to get to use the stage to rehearse with Miss Mackenzie. Dance classes do not need to wear costumes to this. This is only the pageant costumes for this day. And following Miss Mackenzie's rehearsal, 4:30 to 4:45, Jazz Dance will rehearse with Abby. Again, do not need to wear your costumes. Dancers wear your costumes to the event only. A few days later, Friday, December 5th at Grace as well, at 9:30, we're going to have our second and only other pageant rehearsal. No costumes at this one. This will be from 9:30 to 10:30, and we'll run through the whole pageant one more time, or however many times we can with the time we have. Following that, at 10:30 to 10:45, Ballet 2 from North will rehearse with Miss Liesel on the stage. And 10:45 to 11:15, Creative Movement and Ballet 1 South will rehearse with Miss Ellen on the stage. And also that's the day of the South Campus Christmas party. So South Campus plan to stick around for the Christmas party. A couple days later, it'll be Sunday, December 7th at Grace, and that will be the day of the program. If you want to come help with setup, we're allowed to get to the building as early as 2 o'clock. I'm not sure that anybody will be there quite that early. I'm asking the youth enrichment, if you're on setup crew, to arrive at 3 o'clock. 4:30, the doors will open to guests. There will be no rehearsals on stage. Co-op members participating in the pageant do not have to arrive early, just arrive on time, because the elective program part goes first. So you'll just sit in the audience, watch that, and get ready for the pageant. 5 o'clock, the Christmas program begins. It begins with the elective dance classes. Then there will be an intermission. During the intermission, we ask that the families who have co-op members who are in the pageant go down into the lunchroom area at South and put your child's costume on and bring them back, or I'm sorry, not bring them back, but put them into their lines there. And once they're in their lines with their supervising teacher and their leaders, whoever is helping them adult-wise can go back to the gym and get ready for the pageant to begin. The info pack also includes the cast list in case you had any concerns. That's been communicated several times. And then under that, we have the youth enrichment roles and responsibilities with some arrival times. You'll see that. Some clarifications that have happened over the past weeks as I've met with those student leaders. And then we've got the costume information. Most of our costuming is going to be provided thanks to generous donors. Our fundraising committee, especially Sarah Rowe, has been really trying to get money to cover costumes. Thank you to those who told me that you're providing your own costumes. I'm counting on that. Please do. My numbers reflect that you are providing your costumes, and I'm getting them for everybody else. And when you come to the Christmas program, bring everything you need to the program that you own. Make sure your child's name's on everything. Maybe have a bag with their name on it, just to avoid confusion. It'll be a lot of people. Shepherds, you will need to provide your own shoes: brown, gray, black socks, dress shoes, boots, or sandals. Don't wear socks if you're wearing sandals. Anything that gets most neutral looking or close to what you think a shepherd would be. We basically just don't want to draw any attention. You could even take tennis shoes or Keds and paint them or cover them creatively so they're a little bit more subdued. Hair should be neat and out of the eyes, low ponytail or braids for the girls, preferably. Sheep, the sheep costume that we're providing is like a hoodie type of thing, so they need to have a shirt underneath, preferably long sleeve. All white or black would work. It's okay if it has printing on it as long as the printing's not on the sleeves. Black pants or white pants, if you hopefully have, throw those on. We're providing the sleeveless hoodie sheep costume that goes on top. Black socks and shoes, preferably white would be okay too. Hair pulled back out of the eyes. Innkeeper and townspeople, which is all eyes and all ringtails, same thing as shepherds, neutral looking shoes. Hair neat and out of the eyes. Girls, hair half up, half down, like a half pony, or braids or a low ponytail or a bun. Dancers that have a bun and want to leave their bun in and not change their hair, totally fine. Angels, narrator, star, and herald angel. Our narrator, star, and herald angel are all going to be dressed as angels. White or black shoes, preferably. Same thing. You could cover up shoes, even white Ked type shoes. If you can find those, you don't have them, that would also be fine. White socks with the white shoes. Black socks if you're wearing black shoes. Hair neat and out of the eyes. Girls, hair half up, half down, braids, low ponytail, bun, totally fine. Wise men, Mary and Joseph, same thing. Basic neutral shoes and hair neat and out of the eyes. Then also in this info pack, you're going to see a link to the songs that your child is involved in. Every once in a while, you need something to do with your kids, click on the link, have them sing their songs for you. Pygmies sing Twinkle Twinkle Christmas Star. Everybody sings Silent Night. Everybody sings Joy to the World at the end. It's the same verse both times, so you could play that in the background when you're doing things. Injuries, their song is Something's Going On, then Silent Night and Joy to the World. Injuries, wise men, please note, wise men are shepherds first. So they practice the shepherd songs, they wear their shepherd costume, and they change to their wise men costume. But their wise men song is Follow That Star. It has a link. The townspeople, eyes and ringtails, their song is No More Room, Silent Night, Joy to the World. Angels, O Come All Ye Faithful, link is there, Silent Night, Joy to the World. And then the pageant family and the featured song is listed. And I've already been able to talk to them. Then it says exactly, what do I do? If you are a parent of a pygmy, ringtail, bamboo, injuries, there's a Google form that I'd ask you to fill out. Even if you're not planning to participate in the pageant, please fill out this Google form, because that's kind of the point. I need to know who's going to be there, who's not going to be there, so we're not worried about people missing rehearsals and not knowing what's going on. We could plan the groups in the line order more accurately. So we need all the yeses and all the nos to get as close of an accurate idea of who's participating. And there's also a spot in there where you can say approximately how many guests you think will come with you, which can help us plan the reception and the chairs. So Google form in the info pack, fill that out. Invite family and friends to attend. Like I said, the flyer will be sharing in the band and printing out and having at the mailboxes. Getting your costume, attending the rehearsals that we mentioned, songs, preparing by listening to the songs. And then there's an optional thing you can do, which is sign up to bring desserts for the reception. That Sign Up Genius is going to be coming in the band soon. So let's walk through the day of the Christmas program instructions. That's the next part. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but it helps to review. Doors open at 4:30. Program begins at 5. There'll be some prelude music happening. There'll be a welcome speech. And then the dance classes will perform. Creative movement first, Ballet 1 South second, Ballet 2 North third, Ballet 3 South, Jazz. Then there will be some remarks and co-op video shared. Then it'll be intermission. Following that, we present the Christmas pageant, which runs about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, and then some closing remarks. If you are in an elective dance class, we ask that you arrive in your costume by 4:40 p.m., so 20 minutes early. Find your teacher in the fellowship hall, the gym. There'll be a designated area that dancers will sit in the audience until they perform and after they perform. We set this up on the right side of the audience facing the stage. At intermission, parents, you can be reunited with your performer, and then they will sit with you for the remainder of the program, or you take them to be prepared to be in the pageant if they're in the pageant. And there will be also, we need some volunteers for adults to supervise. I have one already, and I'd like to have 2 or 3 more to do that. So if you are an elective dance mom and you can be with the kids while they're waiting, let me know. Co-op member parents, that's all of you. If your student is participating in the pageant, they sit with you for the first half of the Christmas program and watch the dance class. Bring any pageant costume pieces that you're providing with you in a bag, unless your child is wearing them. They could easily wear the shoes that they're going to wear. And then if their costumes go right over their clothing. So if we're providing the costumes, when you get down to the lunchroom, you just slip on the costume, adjust it, and we're ready to go. So yes, at intermission, please walk your participating child or children to the Family Life Center, the lunchroom. Quickly put their pageant costume on and help them find their class. We'll have signs and student leaders to where to go. Any adult that you designate can help your child with their costumes can come with you. For example, if you have multiple children and grandma wants to come down with you and help dress a child to speed things along, great. If you prefer to leave costume pieces in the Family Life Center before the program begins, you can do that. Just make sure names are on it and you know where it is. Or you can just keep stuff in a bag with you while you watch the first half and carry it with you down for intermission for getting ready for the pageant. The costumes that we provide by the co-op will be separated by class, labeled with the student's name, hopefully. I might be asking for some help with managing all these costumes. The costume, like I said, should slide directly over the clothes your child is wearing. So maybe refrain from huge, bulky sweaters or things that would stick out. But it should be, most nice clothes would, nicely dressed kid it'll slip right over. It should be fine. So no changing in the bathroom. We want to avoid changing into the bathroom. We don't want the bathrooms to get clogged up. If your child needs to use the restroom during intermission, by all means, please let them use the restroom. But this is a quick change. So we'll just try to move it along as quickly as possible. When your child or children are in their costume and you've helped them find their class, then you return to your seats and the pageant play will begin. Each class is going to have a teacher supervising them and student leadership as well. So the goal here at intermission is a quick change, as I've mentioned, but also it is my heart that this would not create a stressful environment. So please rely on the student leadership or myself for any questions and refrain from creating a stressful environment by rushing or your choice of words, or like, I don't want you to feel any pressure or pass any pressure onto your kids. We do want to move quickly as we can, quickly and calmly. The ultimate goal is a pleasant experience for everybody involved. So if it takes a couple of extra minutes for that, I'd rather have that. But we don't want to be lollygagging around. We want to get it done so the intermission doesn't extend late into the evening. Okay, so the rest of the pack, information pack, there's some instructions if you are an elective dance supervising parent volunteer. There's some instructions for the supervising teachers, and then there is the lineup order, just in case you happen to be involved with that piece of it. But the kids will line up, the shepherds and sheep will all be together. The angels would be lining up behind them. The innkeeper, Mary, Joseph, narrator, townspeople will be behind them, and herald, angel, and star will be in the back of the big line. That line will make its way down towards the gym doors and wait for their entrances to go on stage. And each group gets to go on stage and sing their song. They come off the stage, sit in the audience, and watch until the procession begins. Then they stand up, go to the back, they organize themselves into a procession, and they process back on. That's when Jesus is born. We sing Silent Night. We sing Joy to the World. And basically, that's the end of it. So that's the essential flow of the pageant. It's centered around a family that's imagining, if I would have been around when Jesus was born, what character would I play? And then the imagination is when the characters come out and sing their song. So the family says some lines and sings a song, says some lines, and then the shepherds come on stage, and sheep. Shepherds sing their song, sheep sing their song, exit. Family says some lines, then the angels come on. Angels sing their song, they exit, sit in the audience, and watch. Family says some lines, innkeeper, Mary, and Joseph, narrator, townspeople come on, they sing their songs, have some lines, and then when the townspeople exit is basically when we line up for the procession. And the kids will get to process back on. The order switches. Angels get to be the leaders, not the shepherds this time. Shepherds behind them. Townspeople behind them because they're just getting off the stage, essentially. They come back on. The herald angel brings the baby Jesus to be born. Spoiler alert. The star comes first. Star comes on, herald angel, and followed by the angels, and everybody will come back on to the platforms or the stage. We will sing Silent Night, we'll sing Joy to the World, and that will be the end. After that, after the closing remarks, we ask that one parent would come up and be united with children. If you have more than one child, then two parents, kind of gathering your children with you. Again, the art will be on display to look at. The dessert reception will open up. There is going to be a separate area for gluten-free desserts on one side of the gym, and also some allergy sensitivities. So if you have allergy sensitivities or gluten-free guests, we'll direct them to one side of the room. And we'll also have desserts for that are not allergy sensitive or gluten-free in a different area. So break up the traffic a little bit, keep the allergy sensitive stuff separate, no cross-contamination, hopefully, and have all that set up. So I hope this helps. Thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, let me know.